On August 27, 2025, a mass shooting unfolded at Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during a morning mass marking the first week of the school year. The shooter, 23-year-old Robin Westman, fired through the church's stained glass windows, killing 2 children, ages 8 and 10, and injuring 17 others, including 14 children aged 6 to 15 and 3 elderly parishioners in their 80s. Westman, who died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound, acted alone, using 3 legally purchased firearms, a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. The attack occurred around 8:30 a.m. in the church adjacent to the school, located in a quiet neighborhood 5 miles south of downtown Minneapolis. Westman, previously known as Robert Westman, was a former student at the school, and their mother, Mary Grace Westman, had worked in the church's business office until retiring in 2021. The shooter posted a manifesto on YouTube, timed for release during the attack, containing disturbing writings, racial slurs, anti-Semitic messages, and a call for harm against President Donald Trump. The content was removed with FBI assistance and is under review to determine the motive. A possible smoke bomb was found at the scene, but no explosives detonated. School staff heroically moved children under pews and evacuated them to safety within minutes. Minneapolis police, FBI agents, and first responders secured the scene, and students were reunited with families at a designated reunification zone. Hennepin Healthcare, Children's Minnesota, and mHealth Fairview treated the victims, with some children discharged by Wednesday afternoon. The Minneapolis Police Department, supported by the FBI, is investigating the shooting as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. 4 search warrants were executed, 1 at the church and 3 at residences linked to Westman, where additional firearms were recovered. Authorities are analyzing Westman's social media and journal entries detailing plans for the attack. Hundreds attended prayer services and a candlelight vigil organized by Moms Demand Action in the Twin Cities. The Annunciation Parish and School issued a joint letter from Principal Matthew Deboer and Father Dennis Zarin, expressing grief and calling for community support. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey condemned the attack, urging action beyond thoughts and prayers, and decrying attempts to vilify the transgender community in connection to the shooter's reported gender identity. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz vowed support, and President Donald Trump ordered U.S. flags flown at half-staff until August 31, 2025. Vice President J.D. Vance called for prayers, and Pope Leo XIV sent condolences, praying for the victims' families. Archbishop William E. Laurie and Cardinal Blase J. Supich expressed solidarity and emphasized addressing mental health and gun availability. The investigation continues, focusing on the shooter's motive, with the FBI analyzing the manifesto and social media. The Annunciation community is prioritizing trauma support, with counseling likely provided, though details are not public. Vigils and prayer services continue to foster healing. The shooting, the 146th in U.S. schools since January 2025, has reignited debates on gun control, school safety, and mental health. Congressional leaders, including Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith, pledged support. The establishment narrative frames the shooting as a hate crime, but the manifesto's diverse hateful rhetoric suggests complex grievances. The rush to label it domestic terrorism may serve political ends, and the focus on legal gun purchases overlooks systemic issues like mental health and radicalization. A nuanced approach to gun violence, balancing prevention and rights while addressing community trauma, is critical as the investigation shapes future responses.